None of you, however, is anything but well fed, yet I am sure that until this moment it has never occurred to you on what a dubious basis your feeding is accomplished. None of you, that means none of you here is the people who work in advertising field is anything but well fed. You all you all are well fed. Yet I am sure that until this moment it has never occurred to you till now, until I start my oration, my speech, you wouldn't have feel you wouldn't have felt that you are having your food is dubious, dubious, undecided. Your feeding is simply undecided. I shall accomplished, achieved. You until now you never thought you how would you have or you how would you having your food, how you achieved your food, how would you have achieved your food which is dubious, which is undecided. You never thought about that. I shall tell you exactly how you eat. Now I am going to tell you how you are having your food or how you are earning your money. You induce people to use more things than they naturally desire. The things which they do not want in general, but you induce, you create that desire through your advertisement. The more useless and undesirable the article, the greater the advertising effort needed to dispose of it. So, the article, the product or the thing which has no value or which has no purpose in anyone's life or which is a meager only a product, but what does an advertiser do? A, a advertiser, what does he does? A advertiser need an advertiser needs a effort an effort to dispose of it, and in all the profit from the unnatural purchasing you share. See how you are eating, how you are getting food, how these advertisement people are having food. They are inducing, they are creating the for desire for the useless articles, useless article. They create that desire in the people for the useless articles, and from that profit these advertisement people are having their share. You're fed by the makers of undesired things who exchange these things for food by means of your arts and give you your share of the whole a large amount. So you are fed by the makers of undesired thing. So you are having your livelihood or the money or your bread by the makers of undesired things who exchange people. For example, people who creates, who makes these food items or the these makeup things what does they do? They are not mandatory. Are they mandatory? If you compare to the food, which is more essential, the food or other materials which on which we can survive without them? So here the usage of irony we can clearly seen in this passage. You are fed by the makers of undesired things, who exchange these things for food by means of your arts and give you your share of the whole. Whole, a large amount. A people who creates the undesired things, and through the advertisement they are selling these undesired things, and the and they are getting lot of money. So out of that lot of money, they are giving a share or a small part of the money to these advertisers. Lest you think I oversimplify, I give you an obvious illustration. So, lest you think I oversimplify, you don't think I oversimplify. I give you an obvious, a clear picture, illustration picture. I make you understand. So he gives here example. People naturally crave meat, isn't it? Because as he belonged to America, so in Europe or American continent, meat is a main source of food. Like in India we have rice or wheat. As the same way in America, meat is a essential part of their regular food, of their food. So he takes meat as an example. People naturally crave, longing for. They want for meat. So the advertising of meat is on negligible scale. Negligible means unimportant. So there is no advertisement. There is no such advertisement on meat because it is a basic need of the people, and people go and buy the meat. But however, nobody is born craving tobacco, and even its slaves instinctively loathe it. See, however, none of us or none of born craving, longing, wanting that desire so strongly. No one born craving tobacco, and even its slaves, and even those who like these tobacco, they also instinctively loathe, hate instinctively, automatically. Even those who like the tobacco, they also automatically hate it. But what's about advertisement on tobacco? So the advertising of tobacco is the largest item of expense in its distribution. So to show the popularity of product, the advertisement is being used. Otherwise, how would people know that tobacco is good or there is tobacco? they can they come to know only through the advertisement. So its large part of expenses is going on advertisement. It follows, of course, that advertising men thrive most richly in the service of utterly useless commodities like tobacco or underarm paste, or in the field where there is a hopeless plethora of goods such as soap or whiskey. So he again uses ironical elements, ವ್ಯಂಗ್ಯಭರಿತ ಮಾತುಗಳು, when the people don't need this tobacco or other useless things, but through the advertisement the the vibe the vibe creates that this tobacco is good. In such a way, other things also brought under this advertisement vibe. It follows, of course, that advertising men thrive most richly, thrive, prosper. So the people who work in the advertising business, they grow richly. How? Because of this utterly useless commodities, because of popularizing these utterly useless commodities like tobacco, underarm paste means deodorants, it could be deodorants or a spray. In a field where there is hopeless plethora means excess, adhika, plethora of goods such as soap or whiskey. But the great evil of advertising is not that it is unproductive and wasteful. Were it so, it would be no worse than idleness. Idleness, inactive. So if you compare this advertising business is unproductive and wasteful, it would be no worse than idleness. Idleness without working. So it is as equal to idleness. No, advertising blasts everything that is good and beautiful in this land with the horrid spreading mildew. Mildew is a fungus, sort of fungus. You can see on plants, especially during the winter season. If you notice clearly, or if you notice carefully, the plants, the leaves of the plant, you can see the white patches or a white dust over the plant, over the leaves. So that's a mildew. Horrid, horrible, very unpleasant, nasty, disagreeable. So advertising blasts everything that is good and beautiful in this land. So whatever good, whatever beautiful, whatever real, but this advertisement spreads a horrid fungus. It has tarnished creation. It has spoiled the creation in a capital word. Why? Creation means this world, the natural world, whatever it is there, whatever we can call as a natural. The God created this world which is beautiful. what is sweet to any of you in the world? Love, nature, art, language, youth. Behold them all, yoked by advertising in the harness of commerce. So, what is sweet to any of you in the world? What do we like? If you ask, what is the most, what do you like most? If someone asks you the question, what do you like the most? What is your answer? Certainly, we would say, we love the nature, we love music, we love our house, sun rising, the scenery of sunrises, the mountains, language, the stories, isn't it? So, behold them all. Behold, just observe them all, yoked by advertising in the harness of commerce. So, these love, nature, art, language, youth, everything, all these beautiful things are burdened by advertising in the harness of commerce. Harness, control. Under the control of commerce, or under the name of the commerce, name of the manufacturing or marketing, these beauty, or this beauty of the world is tarnished, is yoked, is burdened. Harness is a striped, a set of strips of leather and metal pieces that is put around a horse's head and body, so that the horse can be controlled and fastened to a carriage, or to a vehicle. So, under the name of commerce, this language, art, youth, nature, love, everything is controlled.